Things are heating up in Edmonton, and three major storylines are lighting up oil country right now. There's a serious trade buzz involving two snipers, the possible exit of a key name from the roster, and even a surprise goalie return no one saw coming. Tensions thick in the air, and Oilers fans are already losing it over these moves. If you bleed blue and orange, hit that subscribe button and help us reach 1,000 subscribers to show the true strength of the Oilers nation. This offseason's been wild, and it's not just about who's coming in, it's also about who's on the way out. The Oilers forward group is packed, and that might force some tough decisions. Bob Stauffer dropped a bomb on Oilers now this week. The Oilers have too many forwards right now. Someone might be coming out, and just like that, the speculation took off all across oil country. At Edmonton lost quite a few forwards this summer. Some walked in free agency, others were moved. To fill the gaps, the team brought in Andrew Mangiapane, Ike Howard, Matt Savoy, and Curtis Lazar. On paper, that's depth, but is it too much? Most analysts think the Oilers are still one elite forward and maybe a goalie away from making another deep cup run. But before any additions happen, someone's gotta go. And that move might hurt more than fans expect. Here's the kicker. There are already a few names being floated as possible trade bait. And if things don't change fast, a deal might go down sooner than later. But who's first in line? Right now, Adam Henrique is the hottest name. He comes with a $3 million cap hit, and with Nugent Hopkins likely centering the third line, Henrique might end up on line 4. That's a pricey luxury. Cheaper options are waiting in the wings, and he's definitely on the radar. But there's a twist. Henrique has a no-move clause. Word is, the team's already asked him about waiving it, and he said no. That throws a wrench into any deal. So if he's staying put, the spotlight shifts. Mathias Janmark could be next. At 32, he had a tough time offensively last year, and his $1.45 million cap hit comes with no trade protection. Moving him would help clear space, and it makes a lot of sense financially. Then there's Kasperi Kapanen. He just signed a new deal and had a solid bounce-back season. Trading him now seems unlikely, unless something changes drastically during camp. So now, I want to hear from you. If you were Ken Holland, who would you move to clear roster space? Drop a comment down below. Share this with your Oilers crew. Smash that like button and make sure you're subbed so you don't miss any oil country updates. And hey, if you thought this news was wild, buckle up. What's coming next might blow the roof off Rogers Place. There's another move brewing behind the scenes, and the name involved will catch you totally off guard. When things start shifting in Edmonton like this, no one's safe. Stick around, because it's about to get even crazier. Alright, time for a real talk. You know, that kind of straight-up, eye-to-eye convo only hockey folks really get. That's what this is. Because while the off-season's rolling, the chatter behind closed doors is getting louder by the day. And you, someone who watches every inch of this team, knows that one big decision could change everything. Picture this: one bold move that could put the Oilers back on top, or another year of coming up short. That's the game. Folks inside the organization know that if they're gonna go toe-to-toe with the league's best, they can't just rely on the same names anymore. Yeah, Zach Hyman and Nugent Hopkins put in the work. Solid stuff. But let's be honest, come playoff time, it's depth that wins series. And right now, that's where Edmonton's getting exposed. They need difference makers up front, big time. Now here's where things start getting juicy. Insider David Pagnotta on the Hello Hockey podcast said the Oilers are on the hunt for a sniper to round out their top 6. You heard that right there. Going Allen on offensive firepower. That's where Pittsburgh comes into play. Analyst Levi Pike called it straight Rickard, Raquel, and Brian Rust would be perfect fits. They've each got cap hits around $5 million. They produce. They've got experience. And most importantly, they're available if the price is right. Now you're probably thinking, with only $225,000 in cap space, how the heck do the Oilers pull this off? Truth is, they'll have to get creative. Maybe it's a hockey trade, salary retention, or moving a name like Nicholas Robertson, who's headed to arbitration with the Leafs. Meanwhile, Pens GM Kyle Dubas is holding his cards tight, with Crosby still leading the charge. They're not desperate to shake things up. That gives Pittsburgh the leverage, and they'll want a solid return. Sure, landing Mangiapane was a nice step, but let's be real, it's not enough. Injuries in the playoffs are brutal, and relying on a short list of scorers is a gamble. The pressure's on, and every day without a move is turning up the heat on this front office. So here's the question. Oilers fans, would you trade a promising young piece for a veteran goal scorer right now? Or should the team hold the line and ride it out with what they've got? Sound off in the comments. Let us know what you'd do if you were calling the shots for the Oil. And don't go anywhere, because the next update is going to rattle Oil Country even harder. The NHL rumor mill is spinning like crazy, and the next move could change everything. If you live and breathe this team like we do, you'll want to stick around. This is big, and you don't want to be the last to know. Now let's talk about a move that might have flown under the radar, but it's packed with meaning way beyond the stats. No drama, no headlines, just heart, hustle, and a story that's pure Edmonton. How many times have you seen a guy come home after grinding it out around the world just because his heart told him to? Well, this one's gonna hit you right in the feels, because this signing's got more to do with soul than with numbers. And maybe, just maybe, that's exactly what the Oilers need right now. This story's been building for years, and it's only after a full minute in that you'll find out who's behind this emotional return. So settle in, this one deserves to be told. Right, our guy didn't come with headlines. He wasn't a blockbuster trade or a first-round gem, but on July 1st, 2025, the Oilers announced the signing of Matt Tompkins, a goalie whose journey is all about resilience. Born in Edmonton, raised in Sherwood Park, Tompkins took the road less traveled. Instead of chasing early pro contracts, he went the college route in the US, a tougher choice, but one that built his discipline and mental toughness. It took longer, but it paid off. He battled through the minors, played in the ECHL, shined in Sweden, and earned his spot on Team Canada at the Olympics and IIHF Worlds. Then, in 2023, the dream came true. NHL debut with the Lightning, and he got the win, one brick at a time. He built that moment. Last season, he held it down for the Syracuse Crunch. Strong numbers, lowest goals against average in the league, and a true backbone for the team. He wasn't just another backup, he was their anchor, a wall in the crease dot. Now, at 31, he's coming back home, with Stuart Skinner and Calvin Pickard set to lead the crease. Tompkins slots in as the third option, and on a team chasing the cup, that kind of goalie depth could be the difference maker. Do you believe a guy like Matt Tompkins could make that clutch difference in April or May when it matters most? Let us know in the comments. Your voice is always part of the Oilers story. And hey, if this story hit home for you, pass it on to your fellow Oilers fans. Hit that like button and make sure to subscribe. Let's get this story out there and show that in Edmonton, heart counts just as much as talent.